Hello and welcome to For the Crown. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. There is a demo available, as well as adding it to your Steam wishlist would definitely help out the developer. And yeah, we're going to start a new campaign here. This is indeed a, shall we say, production line medieval kind of simulation. So you're going to get to see exactly what I'm talking about. It's a little bit like Factorio if it was medieval, and if you had obviously different production lines and things like that. So you're going to get to see there's a little bit of stuff going on in the background, as you can tell. And I guess we'll just start on level 9. I don't know. We'll just start somewhere, and I'll show you a little bit about what the game is all about. So, as you can see, this is your main castle here, and what you want to do is you want to create some production lines, right? So what's the best way to create some production lines? Well, we obviously have to be a little bit aware of the fact that there are some stairs here. You see that? So generally, we can use multiple zones to create massive production lines if we so desire. But just bear in mind that your workers will get tired if they travel too far. So if you, for example, build something all the way in this corner over here, and he has to run all the way along here and then up these stairs, he's probably not going to make it, and he's probably going to die. So you want to be a little bit careful about how you do that. These are all the buildings that are available right now. We have a greenhouse, greenhouse, you know, depending on the color that you're playing. And then you have the field, mill, bakery, lumberjack, sawmill, quarry, and stonemason. This is what I have unlocked at the moment. There are more buildings, I believe, but I don't have those unlocked at the moment. So what happens? Okay, so the greenhouse spawns villagers, which will then go into the field, and then the field will then spawn a person that's carrying, straw, hay, whatever, wheat, and then you can take that and put that into the mill, and then the windmill will create, you guessed it, flour, and then flour will go into the bakery alongside 2 additional workers, as well as, obviously from the windmill too, and then that will create, you guessed it, bread, and then you can sell some stuff there. So there's a wide variety of different things that you can do, and you can, of course, decide that you want to put your people in the right place. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something like this. Let's see. Something like this, I think, is probably good. I'm just making sure, by the way, right now. I'm not really doing this super efficiently or anything like that. I just want to show you how the beginning stages might look. Obviously, there are going to be more efficient ways of doing this. Absolutely more efficient ways of doing this. But this is just a very quick way to get a little bit of income. Because you can see right here in the top left, there is a... at the moment, our deficit or penalty right now is only 1. As you increase in difficulty, that is going to increase alongside it. So that means that you're going to have to, generally increase the amount that you're earning every single day. So, for example, right now, I've got people working for me right here. So I don't need to really worry super hardcore about anything. So all I really need to do is concentrate on creating something. So let's create... let's do something like this. Okay, so we'll do this. And then what we'll do is we'll do something, let's see, something like so, something like this. And then we'll get a windmill. We'll put the windmill up here. Yeah, we'll put that there. And then we're going to have to put 2 people. Well, we're going to have to put people on this, of course. So we have people doing that, and then we are going to put in 1 person to the windmill, and I think that's probably going to be good enough. It might be. Let's actually just see whether that will be good enough. I think it will be. Yeah, it might be. Might be good. Yep, I think so. Because we don't want to have any extraneous deaths, because basically what happens is if the person doesn't have enough space in the building that they're going to go into, they basically just run into the wall and just get killed. So it's probably not the best idea to have that happen, obviously, but this is great. Look at this. We've got a really nice little production line right here. So basically what we have is workers from the greenhouse going into the fields. They create the wheat. Then they get the wheat. They take that into the mill, and then we have flour. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else, so we are going to obviously do that in just a moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a bakery. It's going to cost me 300, so obviously I'm going to have to wait a little bit of time for the resource to come in, and then we're going to be creating that. So we're just going to put that. Is there anything else after that? No, there isn't. Okay, so we're just going to be placing that around about here, and then I am going to have to place one greenhouse somewhere here. I don't really want to place it super close because I want a little bit of travel time in between these, because it's going to take quite a while for the flour to get created, and that's also something that you should bear in mind as well. Basically, there's always a way for you to make this more efficient. Like, for example, as you've no doubt seen already, like for example right here, all I have to do right now is I could technically make this again. I could just copy and paste this. Obviously, there is no copy and paste function or anything like that, but you could technically do that if you wanted to. So, for example, let's say that I wanted to basically create the exact same thing. So what I would do is I would do 3 fields, and then we would make sure that this is all, this is all done nicely with the arrows. Bear in mind that if you do not use the arrows, your workers are going to run off the side and they're going to die. So it's obviously not a good idea. And let's get the windmill here. Let's put the windmill around about there. That seems really nice. And let's get a bakery. I don't have enough for that, unfortunately, so we're just going to instead use the standard here, and we're just going to use exactly the same setup that we had beforehand. And then once we have 300, you guessed it, we're going to be building another bakery, and we're going to be building the bakery round about here. Obviously, we can indeed then demolish, once we have these other things up and running, we can demolish this thing over here, and we don't even need this anymore. This is going to be a lot easier for us to deal with if we remove all of that. But I kind of like it right now. I kind of like it. So we're just going to leave it for the moment. Just want to make sure that we have a consistent income as much as we possibly can. Now we're going to just do this. There we go. That is wonderful. So now we have a bakery, and once again I am probably just going to be putting a greenhouse over here, and there it is. So I'm basically just going to do the exact same thing, and we're just going to be letting our forces do their stuff. And so there's the production line. So that's a very basic, this is extremely basic, very inefficient. Just so you know, it is very inefficient. I'm not trying to, win any awards here. I'm just trying to show you the basic version of a production line. Obviously, you can create something so much more complex in your own time if you end up playing the demo. And I would highly recommend doing it because it's fun. I think this is a lot of fun. So anyway, what we can do is we can do the same thing. So let's do this again, shall we? Let's do this again. So let's do something like this. Then we need to do that like so. Let's do windmill here. Need to make sure, yeah, this is now going to be a little bit problematic because what we're going to need to do is we need to create this. Okay, yeah, so we're going to need a bakery round about here, and we're going to need to make that go like this. This is going to be a little bit iffy. I'm not sure if we're going to have a good time here, but we're going to try it, okay? We're going to try it. Maybe this is going to work, maybe it's not. I think it might be okay. We'll build something here like that. And there we have it. Okay, so that's hopefully going to be quite nice. And yeah, so we've got 3 bakeries, which is wonderful. And now we could do something a little bit different. So shall we, do I have enough income right now to justify me getting rid of these things? I generally guess I could. So we will just bomb all of these. Thank you, thank you. Get out of here, thank you. There we are. Okay, wonderful. So they're all gone. And now what we can do is we can do something else. So let's see, what do we want to do that is going to be more efficient? We can make a lumberjack and then turn that into a sawmill, or we can get a quarry and then do a stonemason. We could do both of those. So I think personally, I would like to probably do a quarry here. I think a quarry sounds like a lot of fun. So I think we'll probably do something like that. I need to be a little bit careful about this as well. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do, let's see, how am I going to do this actually? This is going to be a little bit difficult in my opinion. Let's see. So let's get let's get 4 quarries, I guess. Let's get 4 quarries, and then is that actually going to be any good? Is that actually going to be any good? I don't think so somehow. Okay, so what we can then do is we can then build the stonemason, and we'll just put the stonemason round about here, I guess. Let's just turn the camera around a little bit, and then what we want to do is we want to make sure that this is going accurately into here. There we go. Okay, now this is where the difficulty comes in, because I obviously have to get my villagers to enter these quarries, and I need to make sure that we're making them enter at a decent point. So the thing is, how are we going to do that? Well, let's see. If I do something like this, and let's see, this one right here. Yeah, no, this is not going to really work, is it? Yeah, this is not really going to work as I intended, is it? No, this is not really going to work. Not enough space, unfortunately. I shouldn't have built it here, actually, but you know what? We're just going to roll with it, okay? We're just going to roll with it, just so you can actually see what's going to happen with this. Hopefully this is going to work. Highly, highly unlikely, to be honest, but let's just see. Maybe it is going to work. Can we actually destroy these things? Ah, yeah, you can actually destroy those things. Okay, that's really, really useful, actually. So let's just do this, and we'll build another one here. Very rough. This is a very, very rough way of doing it. Technically, what I should have done was made a little bit of space in between the quarries, and then I could have potentially done something much, much better there. Oh yeah, these guys actually do need, yeah, we need some workers in here, so I'm just going to put 2 people by the side here, and that is hopefully going to work out a little bit. But yes, yeah, that's basically the game. You know, that is pretty much the game. Obviously now, oh well, look at that, I've unlocked a new building. So let's actually take a look at the new buildings. What do we have? We have a green market. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so basically, from what I can see here, you have to take your stonemason goods, your bakery goods, and your sawmill goods over into the green market, and that's going to get you even more cash. So that is indeed the point. It's all about production lines, and it's all about making sure that you are the most efficient that you can be. And obviously, me, I'm not really like that, unfortunately. No, unfortunate for me, I'm not really going to be super, super amazing at this kind of game, even though I do enjoy them. It's just not something that I'm super effective at, which is a little bit sad, I have to admit. However, I do like them. I think they're really, really fun, and that's the reason why I wanted to show you this. Anyway, if you would like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. Maybe add it to your Steam wishlist at least. Otherwise, play the demo. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.